Sharp FS Hub intraday analysis. So let's look at SAU USD and see what the pair is doing. Sharp FS Hub, good. So I prefer 4 hours. A lot of times traders might ask what is the best time frame for analyzing. But you see, it's best to wait and trade gold on 4 hours. Then enter on 15 minutes. Avoid 5 minutes, avoid 1 minute. Don't be a 5 minute guy. Don't be a 1 minute guy. Stay on 4 hours. Okay. Yes. Okay, 4 hours. So let's see how it goes from here. So I swore by this trend line. I swore by it. And after gauging this trend line, it actually gave a very strong market reaction that I swore by it. I swore by it. Unless I just it and now it's correct. So let's keep our charts clean. So what we see here is price avoiding the floor. Most likely price will come down into 559 area to complete this channel. So automatically this becomes a bullish channel after updating the floor, updating the roof. This is the floor. First touch on the floor, three touch on the roof. So we have this, and this is breakout structure, followed by subsequent retest. So it makes sense to see price return here, where then we have a 4 hours ascending trend line that help price actively. So on our 4 hours trend line, watch out for breakout of trend line. So we'll be watching on 4 hours to see break and close, an evident break and close. When I talk of break and close, we want a transparent break and close of structure. So if we have a clean breakout from the ascending trend line, then you begin to consider that the remaining part of this floor might be tested. So we'll be watching out for that. We want to see how price comes to that area. And if price breaks out from the ascending trend line, then it opens a way for continuous sell. So for now, that buyers are still trying their best, but I know they will ultimately give up. Our price action here have given us the impetus to hold this market. Ladies and gentlemen, as long as SAU buyers or the buy sentiment have not crossed this blue line, as long as we don't have break and close, price return on top of this line, forget about going long for SAU. As long as price remains below, it is still in the hands of sellers. The price action that gave birth to this structure is way stronger than what we are playing on. Let us look at it from here. We have here demand floor, break of structure, price here, retest, multiple retest, 4 hours retest, drop. It will certainly drop. Look at what it has done here. After multiple, Tuesday up to Wednesday, they contested this roof. Buyers will try their best. They will try. It will not be easy. Look at what they did here. 4 hours consolidation on the roof before they finally drop. A lot of times people will give up because it's not doing what you want it to do, but it will definitely do that. Now, when they broke the supply roof, they came again, contested it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a psychological trend line. It's a psychological structure in the sense that whichever way is playing, either from the top or from the bottom, it holds a very strong price action. The price action is very strong. Now look at what happened here. They broke the structure, came here, retested it, and formed a strong high and sold off from there, where we have another break of structure and a possible retest. Came back for the second retest. Then price continued to play on this floor on 4 hours. We didn't have any 4 hours candle close below this line. Now price moved up again to create a third touch before dropping, and a touch here of trend broke the structure on a massive bearish structure. It didn't come for retest, it broke the structure at once, but subsequently came three times, one, two, three, to retest a broken demand floor. Ladies and gentlemen, SAA will bow. SAA must bow, whether he likes it or not. He's going to bow, whether he likes it or not. Gold must bow to price. So sellers will do all it takes. Buyers are trying their best, but they will ultimately give up. They can't keep up. They can't keep up. So I see it like today is the end of the month, and possibly it might. But on the contrary, we have here what we have here is a bullish channel, and this is almost like 50% retracement of this channel. Let's look at it using a parallel channel to see if it's up to 50%. From the side, it looks like 50% of the channel. I'm almost right, almost 50%. So what we see is that price has tapped into 2630 and is showing a significant rejection at 2630. And the reason for that rejection is also very evident. We can also see, let's take our psychological, so you can see we have here a double top structure. The double top structure, the last one came in the form of 2637 and is dropping. You can see the structure here, and price has broken out and is retesting, and I think sellers might be heading to break the ascending trend line. A break of the ascending trend line might not come with a retest. It might be an outright continuous sell. It might just come like this. So most times, break and retest doesn't work. Market will just break out and go. So in this case, it might be something in this manner where they will just break out and continue to go. So it's not necessary that you must have a retest when there is a breakout. No, most times it doesn't happen. I've seen cases where we have breakout without a retest. This is a very strong price action. This area is very strong. So looking at 612. So if we break out from here, that will be a good time to look for 200 pip drop. So monitor this level to see. First of all, we need a break and close 4 hours candle below this structure. So if the market on 4 hours, now we found support at 25 level, right? So a break of 25 level will ultimately introduce the market into 2618, into 2610. So you begin to see 2612, 2610, 2615, but we need to break out from this structure. So this is the structure. I will change the color to red. So red becomes a 4 hours demand floor. Look at the structure. Here, resistance structure. When price return resistance structure, break of a resistance structure, price came back, broke the structure, inability to hold the structure as support. Now, when price came back again, it broke the structure, inability to hold the structure as resistance, then came, traded upon it as a support, and price came back to respect it as support. So what we mean is that if price breaks out from here, then in a more current time, we have had this structure respected. So if we break out from that structure, price will not return back. If we manage to break out from this level, 2625, 2623, price will not climb back again. So a breakout from this structure will be a double coincidence. That is, will be a breakout from the ascending trend line, which will ultimately see price begin to tank. So this is what we want to see. If we break out from here, then we will come back to this level to test 2613, 2610. This is another area of strong weight. So at this level, I know we'll have a stronger market reaction at this level due to the price action. If you look at this level, you will see a demand floor, break of a demand floor, price return here, respect a supply roof, break of a supply roof, price came back without respecting the structure, broke the structure on multiple times, but finally returned to create a W structure. Respected it once, respected it twice. If price comes back, it will respect it again. It will respect it again. So at that level, we look out for maybe possibly 50, 60 pip where price will move likely to go and retest a broken supply, a broken demand floor. So if we break out from that place, that will be break of a demand floor. So if price comes back here, it will come back to test a broken demand floor and supply roof. So on that note, we might see price begin to make its way down. Or on a flip side, the market will move because anything is possible. I mean, you can never say never. You can never say never in this life. So price might decide to break the roof. If price breaks the supply roof, then it becomes a good time for SAU to go up. This is also possible. But based on current price action, it looks almost impossible for SAU to make a long position. It looks almost impossible. It's almost impossible to me. It's almost impossible, but it can happen. So if that happens, then our technical setup is invalidated. That shows that you are just a human with limited knowledge and understanding. So this is what we see. So we watch to see a breakout from the ascending trend line, a possibly return into 2610, 2613, where we expect another swing. And a breakout from that level will ultimately bring price because it's layer by layer. Then we want to see price at this level where we also have another strong price action. At this level, we have another strong price action at this level at 2600 level and 2592 level. We also have a very strong price action at this level. So, but look at the bearish drop. So there is a probability that if price drop, price might drop exactly the same way price dropped. So if you are standing halfway, your stop loss is going to be hit. So it is best that we play on precaution. If price breaks out from there, you wait here so that price will drop almost at the same level with the previous low. So the previous low at 2585 coincide with our trend angle and also another dynamic support. So what it will be is like this. Let's look at it. When price broke out, retested, create a demand floor. So this becomes a demand floor. After a break of structure, then price will now ultimately return back to this level to retest it. So if we have this, then it will justify our technical analysis. So here becomes your demand floor. So here becomes your demand floor. So it makes sense. So we try to limit the number of trades available in order not to run into bad trade. So you stay into fewer trades so that you will understand what price is doing and when price change bias. So at the moment you see, so this becomes our last point. Like you can see, this will complete the channel. This is the end, the floor of the bullish channel. So the movement of the channel is a breakout from the roof, come to the floor, test the roof, the price remain halfway, did a lot of market movement, test the roof again the third time, fail to touch the floor, it might likely from here, then come down and kiss the floor completely. So this will be a way to complete this bullish channel. This is what I see. This is what I see. And you can see price is rejecting 2630. The rejection of 2630 is a confirm the neckline of the double top structure. The double top structure seek a retest to a broken demand. A broken demand with a strong psychological level. Here you have here as break of supply roof, retest to a broken supply roof becomes demand, retest again, demand floor, demand floor, demand floor. Another retest, break of a demand floor. This is retest supply, retest supply. So we expect a massive drop and price from here. Shabby efforts. So the risk is on you. This for educational series, to master the structure of market. So this is what we see, and at the end of the day, we hope that this helps your trading journey in understanding how the metal market works. It's very dynamic in nature, and sometimes it's diabolical. You know.